Hello YouTubers, diecast collectors, it's Jared White, the J-Man 63, and I have another review for you guys of two of possibly the most iconic TV show cars in history. As of course the Munster Koach and Grandpa's Dragula. Now I've been meaning to get this review done. I just wanted to wait till I had the Dragula, and my mom's boyfriend Rick got this for me. And I have both of these, so I'm going to move on with the review. I'm going to get started. First off is the Munster Koach. And of course, looking at this amazingly done, well done vehicle. Of course, up front you can see the motor with the intake stack. Says Cobra right there on the valve covers. And you can see the little horn. And of course up front you get the gas lanterns that have these spider webs on them, which is very cool. And the tombstone radiator shell, very well detailed. If you look down here you can see the fan belt. Down the side here you can see all the details in the sides right here. Of course there is the back right here with the little lantern on the side. Very nicely done with all the tampos and everything. It is a super nice piece. All the pinstriping and everything. And then you go on to the back here and you can see the lantern in the back. I'm trying to be very careful with this because there's a lot of fragile parts on this car, so it's kind of hard to be careful, but you kind of have to because it's a very fragile piece. Alright, so now moving on, as you can see, all 6 of the driver's side doors open, which I'm going to do right here. One opens, and then you kind of have to reach your finger inside to get that one open. You got to be careful with it. And, oops, I bumped the camera. But you can see the interior right there. It's a felt or a flocked interior. You can see the steering wheel right there, which does turn with the wheels, as you can see right here. Although it moves a little bit, it does steer with the front wheels. And it's very cool. So it's very awesome. And it's got a felt interior here. You can see in the back here, pretty much all of it's padded, including the headliner right there. If you look up top. And then there's the back. Another cool feature of this model is the footman seat actually moves forward and backward. That's a very nice model. Alright, now I'm going to close the doors over here. Kind of got to be careful with this rear one, it's a little finicky. Doesn't always want to close. But they are on some very nice hinges and they're very well done. Moving on to the other side here. All these doors open too. As you can see. But there you go, and there's the interior. The gauges are done in there. And like I said, pretty much all surfaces of the interior are lined with a faux carpeting. So it's a very nice model. I'm going to close all the doors. Alright. And like I said, I think the key feature of this model is of course that big motor. And then there's even a felt firewall up here you can see. And then you can see the hand crank in the very front, which is pretty awesome. Alright, so now onto the underside. And that's got a pretty decent amount of detailing also. You can see the motor right there, the transmission, oil pan, all the way down to the separate drive shaft piece. So it's all very well detailed, including all the drivetrain in the back. No suspension or anything, but to me this model doesn't need to have it because it's so well done. And like I said, of course the steering works along with the steering box geometry, which is pretty awesome. Alright, so that is the Munster Koach. Like I said, very awesome, very well detailed. And like I said, there's the windshield with the spider web. all of it is very well done. So, pretty awesome piece. Absolutely love it. Nice footman seat. And like I said, designed by George Barris, one of the more iconic cars made by him. And now, another iconic piece by George Barris. That is, of course, Grandpa's Dragula. Sorry, excuse me bumping the camera there. Now this one you got to be careful with because of these coffin pipes right here. But as you can see, it's a very simplified car. There's really not a whole lot to see here. Of course, up front you have the gas lanterns. And all the suspension components are there. Pretty well done with the tank and everything. This is a pretty awesome piece. The steering actually works on the front here. And it steers pretty far, I gotta say. But anyway, there you go with the steering. And here's the steering linkage at work. But it actually does work, which is pretty nice. This is the Auto World version. This is not the Ertl version like my Munster coach is. Very nice gold paint job, well represented. There's the motor. This does not open right here. I think the original didn't open, so this one doesn't also. Onto the big drag slicks in the back. Pretty awesome. Nice wheels. And of course, I forgot about the wheels in the Munster coach, but they're equally as well done. So it's a pretty awesome model, like I said. And in any case, you should definitely pick up either one if you are a Munsters fan. And of course, the fronts are well done. They're the bicycle kind of wheels in the front here. Anyway, it's a pretty awesome piece. But that's the outside. So now onto the inside. You can see that the side hatch opens up like a coffin. There's the interior with the seat belts. And pretty much sitting on a rear end here, which would be pretty unsafe, I think. And you can see all of the little details on here are pretty awesome. And the steering wheel actually does steer with the fronts like it should. So it's pretty awesome. Very well done. On the back there it says Dragula, and back here you can see the lanterns. And this is pretty fragile, so I want to be very careful with this piece. Definitely one of my favorite models. And of course the coffin pipes with the black, as you can see. Just very well done. Alright, so now I will show you the underside of this car, and it's pretty bare bones. But as you can see, there's the underside right there. Pretty awesome, and you can see the chute pole for the drag chute. All in all, it represents pretty well. You could stick a mirror underneath this thing and it would show off pretty well. Very nicely done. Alright, so that is the Munster coach and the Dragula. Now I'll show a little 360 of them. All in all, like I said, they're pretty nice models. And I think I'm not mistaken, I don't think the brake discs actually work on this one. I think they're the normal Ertl wheels, so brake discs don't actually work or anything on the Munster coach or the Dragula. But for me, it's not a deal breaker. They're both nice models, and for me, I think these are some of the best Ertl models they did. The Munster coach, I picked that up for $37 at a thrift store. So all in all, that was not a bad deal. Alright, so now going back to the front here. Like I said, these are very nice models. Alright, so anyway guys, I'm Jared White, the J-Man63. Make sure you check out my channel for more reviews. Make sure you like, rate, comment, and subscribe. And give me a thumbs up. And just keep watching my channel. I've got tons of reviews, and I'll have more coming. Alright guys, have a good one. Bye.